Alright guys, welcome back to my channel again, and today I'm going to show you a sleight of hand where you can control a selection not to the top but to the bottom of the deck. So what is this gonna do is you don't have to control the card to the top and then do a overhand shuffle to move that card to the bottom. Instead, you can just control the card straight to the bottom of the deck. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so this will be the tutorial on how to control a selection to the bottom of the deck. First of all, I want to tell you guys something, is that I would suggest you guys to use a no border deck, which is like this, a B deck, which it doesn't have any white line on the edge of the cards, so that it's less likely your spectator is going to realize that you're doing a secret move. But for tutorial reason, I'm going to use this bicycle deck right here so that you guys can easily keep track on what am I doing. And it's also clearer for you guys to follow. So I've divided this tutorial into 3 different parts. First of all, I'm going to teach you how you're going to show the spectator their selection correctly, and then you're going to remove their selection like this. At last, you're going to do a call to move their card to the bottom of the deck, and this is where the move finishes. So first of all, you want to have your spectator to shuffle up the deck just like this. After that, you're going to ask them to touch any card they want to. Bear in mind, ask them to touch a card instead of having them actually picking out a card like this. You want them to touch any card. So in this case, let's say they touch this card right here. After they touch a card, you want to move the card to the right like this and grabbing the selection with your middle finger. And then you're going to out jog the whole pack on your right hand and ask them if they are really sure they're going to choose this card, or else they can change their mind. So as you're asking them this question, you're actually going to square up their selection and the card above their selection together, just like this, so that they look like one card. After they think they're really sure that they're picking this card, you're going to show them the card by twisting your wrist together, your left hand and your right hand together to show them the card. You don't want to show them the card just twisting your right hand, but twisting both of your hands just like this. In this case, we got the 8 of hearts, and this is where the second part starts. Now, you're going to apply pressure with your left thumb right here to really push down the 2 cards that you have. And you're going to use your right hand, the 4 fingers of your right hand right here, all 4 fingers, and then you're going to try and pull down their selection like this, but maintaining the other card, which is the card on top of the selection, out jogged. You're going to do this move at the same time while you're lowering down your hand, so that it doesn't seem like you're doing anything to the cards in your spectator's view. So once again, you're applying pressure with your left thumb on top of the 2 cards, which is the selection, and a random card on top of the selection, which is squared up. Now, you're going to use the 4 fingers of your right hand and try your best to move it downwards like this as you're lowering down the cards. So from the front, you're going to show your spectator. I'm going to do this, do the move, And you guys will think that, oh, this might be my selection, but actually this turns into a random card, and their selection is actually now in the deck. Just like this. If you guys can do this fast enough, or you can do it at the same time you're lowering down your hand, and your spectator will actually notice nothing but think that this is still their card. After that will be the last move. So you're going to perform a cull where you cull their selection and move it to the bottom of the deck, just like this. Now you're going to be in this position where you have a random card out jogged like this and their selection in between the deck. Now you're ready to perform the cull. So how do you do the cull is where you use your left thumb to apply pressure on the card which is next to the out jogged card, which is this card in this case. And now you're going to apply pressure on it with your left thumb. And what I'm going to do is basically use your 4 fingers on your right hand and pull the selection, which is this card right here. As you can see, the card is moving. I'm trying to use my 4 fingers to pull that card outside the deck. And when you hear the click sound, and you can see that this is the 8 of hearts, which is their selection. And now I have that card outside the deck. And I'm going to release this, or I can like drop the cards down. And I'm going to continue spreading the cards and tell them that they could have selected any other cards in this deck, but they chose this card right here. This is the time where I square everything up after I have their selection at the bottom. And now I'm going to square everything up, and as you guys can see, I have one outdraw card, which is a random card, and their selection at the bottom of the deck. So once again, you're using your left thumb to hold on tight to the other cards, and using the rest of the fingers on your right hand to move their selection right here, to move their selection out of the way, and move it to the right, and drop their card after it came off all the cards. You're going to put all the remaining cards on your left hand and spread it out and push it inside their selection, and then square everything up. And now you have their selection at the bottom of the deck. After you have finished the move, you're going to ask your spectator to push in the card, which is a random card, in this case the King of Spades, and you're going to ask them to push it in, and that will be the end of the move. That will be the move, guys. So I really hope you guys like that, and if you guys have any questions or having any problem with this move, feel free to ask me in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer it as quickly as I could. Hope you guys will perform it more frequently to control the selection to the bottom straight away, instead of having to do an overhand shuffle and put their card at the bottom of the deck. Please subscribe to my channel to learn other sleight of hand or different card tricks. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace.